The Painful Excellence Podcast.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for joining me this fine Friday evening. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. This is Painful Excellence Podcast. Like the video, share the video. We are our own algorithm. How y'all doing? I ain't gonna hold y'all. I appreciate y'all for swinging by this Friday night. I know there's a bunch of other things y'all could be doing. It's your Friday night. Y'all want to spend it with me. That's cool. I ain't gonna keep y'all too long. Come on in and smash that like button. I dare y'all. I double dog dare y'all. I triple dog dare y'all. We gonna cook on a topic. It's not too popular with a lot, but if it hits home, hopefully you can get some clarity, or you can relay this message or refer somebody to this stream where they can have some clarity. Yeah. What I got to say here is kind of important because it's a direct reflection not only to the Black community. I like to focus on my community, but it's also a problem in our country because of the way they glamour promiscuous behavior. And what I might say might not be too popular, but I need you to hear me out. It's really nothing wrong with being promiscuous if you understand who you are as a person. But you have to be responsible and accept what comes with that, with your promiscuous behavior, whether you're a man or a woman. So let's do this roll call real quick. We're gonna get to it. It's Friday night. I know y'all got a ton of things that y'all could be doing, but let's just get this done. David Scott III, Eric Jordan, Jeff Spark in the building, my brother. My brother Kofa in the building. Salute. Go subscribe to my brother Kofa, Sam Mack. We got a bunch of eye hustlers. Jose, what up, Jose? You know what I mean? So let's not disappoint the eye hustlers. Love no longer. The tragic results of loveless relations. This is something that me and Stormy talked about. And I said, you know what? Let me do a live stream about this. DP Rocker, salute. So here I am. I'm doing a live stream about this. Guy Dickinson, salute, brother. We all living in the now. We're living in the now, and we see what's going on. We have access to a lot of things. One of the things we have access to is social media, and the things that I see is outrageous. The things that I see these young men doing is outrageous. The behavior I see from these young women is outrageous. It's unlike anything that I've ever seen. And I've watched, literally, we're witnessing the collapse of normal society, how I know it, how I've grown to know it. So it's a litany of things, but I want to discuss why society is the way it is. And this is something that me and Stormy, again, we talked about a lot. You look at these kids today. When I say kids, I'm almost 50 years old. I'm looking at these kids. You could be 21-year-old, 25 years old. You could be a father at 18, 16 years old. You're still a kid to me. These kids, Anthony, what up? These kids, their thought process and how they view life and how they deal with real life situations is unlike anything I've ever seen. And it's tragic. Salute to my brother Eric Jordan early in that Cash App, man. Salute, brother. He says, ain't no rest for the wicked. It's nasty work. It's nasty work for that dude, Miguel. And Miguel is a direct result of society. It's a direct result of society. It's accepted. Yeah, Jose, it's about parenting, but you know, what are we gonna do when the parents are children themselves? And you can be an adult, but there's a name for you. It's called a grown adolescent. You know what I'm saying? You can be a grown adolescent. At some point, we've come across the grown adolescent. Let's talk about the men for a minute. How many of y'all come across that dude or have come across that dude? You could know a dude that's, you know, he could be over 6 feet tall. He could be athletic. He could, you know, be a handsome young man. But, you know, he has character flaws in real life situations. He has meltdowns where there doesn't need to be a meltdown. You know, literally, when you're telling him something for his own good, he literally folds his arm and pokes his lip out like a baby. You know, I was watching I read an article and then I saw the news report. This basketball player, maybe y'all heard of it. I saw it on Instagram. The basketball player, he got into it with a young lady, and I think he deleted her by way of a firearm. He either deleted her. I got so disgusted reading it because he was like a star player from somewhere, and he deleted her and was it the boyfriend or something? It was something so stupid. And it was over account of my brother, salute. It was over an exchange of words. And he deleted her by way of a firearm. And when you got to the bottom of the story, you're saying to yourself, what the hell did she say to him to make him do all that? You understand? I'm like, what? Kid was like 6'7", and I think he was in college. Now, what makes I don't know how old he was, maybe 19, I'm in college, maybe 18, 19 years old. What makes a woman say something so crazy to you that you got to get a firearm and shorten your lifespan as far as freedom is concerned by taking hers? What made you do that? Who raised you? How many times you asked me, how many times you heard me say, who raised these kids? What made them do that? And if I'm not mistaken in that article, because I was just disgusted reading it, I'm not mistaken, he called his mama. Called his mama. Not his daddy, his mama. Are y'all reading the title? The tragic results of irresponsible relations, aka loveless relations. These kids are just being born. Baby mama, baby daddy. Not mom and dad married and they plan on having a child. Too many of these kids are laying and playing and producing children, and these children are not being born out of love. So a child doesn't come up in a household where, oh, mommy's there, daddy's there. Hi, mommy. Hi, daddy. Let me tell you a little something. Like, a lot of times I'm on the phone with my brother Tay Jones. Y'all know Tay Jones, right? I'm on the phone with him, and you know he's working and doing this thing, and I can't tell you how many times he's walked into his house and I hear his firstborn, his baby girl, screaming, "Daddy, daddy, 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 daddy," and she's losing it. Amina, salute, queen. She's losing it. His baby girl. "Daddy, daddy, daddy, daddy." Do you know that is like a moment? I went through that when the kids were babies. "Daddy, daddy, 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 daddy." Yeah. Yeah. When mommy come home, "Mommy, mommy, 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 mommy." How many kids, how many children don't have that? They don't know that. Think about that for a minute. Growing up saying, "Daddy, what's that?" Joe Townsend, salute. Going to open school night. Well, having open school night and your child looking at, their classmates with both their parents, and they're like, "Mom, I know I came from, hanky panky." Y'all remember that term, hanky panky? "So where's that guy at?" And all she got to say is negative, or "I don't know," or "he dead," or "he in jail." So wait a minute. They're together, they're together, they're together. Tay, how are you? So what happened? You wasn't at least with him like that at some point? What happened? And a lot of times, when she realizes she has to answer those questions, instead of taking responsibility and saying, "Look, you were in an accident, I was smutting out, and I'm not even sure the dude I'm thinking of is your father," what does she do? What's safe for her to protect whatever integrity she thinks she has? Your daddy don't like you, or he ain't ish, and blah, 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 blah. You know how it goes. Rod Neal, salute. You know how that goes. You know how that goes. What I'm saying is these kids wilding out in the street, like without a care in the world, don't care about anything. They're the result of mistakes. And mistakes have become the norm. Literally saw a talk show. You know who it was? It was Steve Harvey. This was a few years ago. Y'all may or may not recall. Grown woman saying, "Yeah, I'm in a relationship and I love my boyfriend and he wants to get married, but I don't want to live with him." And Steve was like, "What? Look, I make my own money. I got my own money. I got my own job. I just want my own house. I don't want to, we could be married, but I could stay in my house and he could stay in his." And Steve was like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I mean, really, what are you talking about? There's something about that man that you don't want to commit to. That's number one. And number two, you just tell him no with the marriage. What do you want to be married for? You want your own space. There's nothing wrong with that. Just say, "Yo, I don't want to marry. I just like, we get together. I have a good time. And, we hit it hard and fast. But at the end of the night, I want my own space," for whatever your reason is. But be forewarned. Normal men, they're not going to put up with that. What do you mean you don't want to get married? What do you mean you want your own space? Oh, you know what? All right. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sam Mack, you remember that? She was crazy. She was crazy. Whatever dude deals with that, good luck. Leave her alone. Don't be in the business of changing anyone's mind. Once they know how you're coming, if they can't conform to what you want, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. If you decide, yo, I want to marry you and this is what I expect, she has to concede to those expectations. If she's not, then y'all don't get married. It's as simple as that. And I know there's going to be women talking about, oh, what about what the woman wants? Okay. Y'all want marriage, right? Well, there's certain needs that that has to be met for a man to seal that deal, because you're not the only person sacrificing. In fact, marriage, it's really not a good deal for us, although it's encouraged for families. It's really not a good deal. So the fact that we're even willing to do it tells you that we're serious. Shorty was talking about, oh, I want my own house. You know what? You don't want to be married. Get out of here. Go ahead. Go get your own house. Go get a new man. She on Steve Harvey talking there. Oh, I want my own place. And man, I was like, oh, Lord. Get the shorty out of here. Exactly, Rodnell. Exactly. But in that realm of dysfunction, kids are being born. People are laying and playing. They're not responsible. They're not responsible. And when the child is produced, for some weird reason, because your body, your choice, these women are saying, hey, man, I'm ready to be a mom. So let me get this straight. You're laying and playing with this dude. And you obviously been doing it without some form of protection because, now you're knocked up and you're going through with the pregnancy. When you've done that, you pretty much said that, hey, in the court's eyes, because courts don't want to hear anything a man has to say. You had unprotected sex, you made this baby, guess what? Ching ching. That's what's up. And to the ladies, that's what you also said. Ching ching. That's what's up. This is what you agreed to. Laying and playing, that's what you agreed to. So, if you agreed to that, why aren't you agreeing to marriage? Oh, I like him, but I still I don't want to be tied down to, being a wife. Let me ask y'all a question. To these women, when did being a wife become a bad thing? Huh? When did becoming a wife become a bad thing? Because I swear to God, all of this is relevant. All of this that I'm speaking on is very relevant. When did becoming a wife become a bad thing? It's like women are running from being wives, but at the same time saying that they want to be wives. Right? Until they find out what it means to be a real wife. I've literally heard women saying being a wife means being a slave. No. Cooking for your husband and cooking for your kids, that's being a slave. I never heard a man say, hey man, I feel like I'm a slave. Why? I'm going to work at ungodly hours and I got to pay for this mortgage and put these kids through school and find the time to do a date night with my wife and I actually have to sleep with her. I never heard a man say that. I never heard it. Never heard it. So women don't want to be wives, right? Men are scared to death of marriage. But people are humping and creating these babies. and women are choosing to keep them, and they're single moms every damn where, and there's no love for these kids. 'Cause I promise you, a woman's love, a mother's love, it's okay, but it's not enough. It's not enough. There's a balance there. There has to be a balance. Thank you, Rodney. These chicks, they want a wedding. They don't want to be wives. They want the experience. They want the white dress. First of all, Derek Gaines, the legend. Salute. So good. I had a long day too, fam. For real. Yo, listen. First of all, you want to break it down? Why y'all hoes want to wear a white dress?
Whoa! What?
Do y'all know the white dress is really supposed to be for virgins? Do y'all know that? Why y'all want to wear a white dress? You know what they should do? Now, record this, y'all, because I'm inventing this right now. I think the wedding dress should reflect the body count. Hell, I think women should wear jerseys with the body count number on it. But if they don't want to do that, I think the white dress is for the virgin, right? I don't know. Yellow dress is it's between 1 and 5. Okay, 6 and 12 should be like a green dress. 12 and above, you should wear a red dress, so people know who the hell you are. You can't front. Fair enough? Because a white dress, I know 2 women in particular that got married, and one is still married today, but man, oh man, I knew them in the 90s, and it's like whole-ish. And dude she met him in college. None of my business. Everybody has a history, but hers was crazy, and I ain't got nothing to do with it. And they're still married, and so everything's cool. Mac of the South, my brother, salute. See what I mean? Yeah, I know, Jose. I agree. Joe Townsend says, Drew, one of my exes literally told me she wants to get married for the wrong reasons, only the ceremony, and that's it. Bro, honest. I mean, they had, shows on one of these cable. My wife used to watch this show called Bridezilla. Y'all ever saw that? Remember that? Bridezilla? Does that still come on? Hold on a minute. Let me see something. My StreamYard was acting funky. Showtime Major, salute. They just want the ceremony. And they want the experience. But they don't want to be wives. These women want babies, but they don't want to be a wife. Some of them, being a mother's cool until that baby start crying at 3 a.m. They don't know what to do. Have you seen the meltdowns caught on camera with these women? What about that chick that she had like 6 kids, and I think she gave them up to the state? There's like there was a video of her. Didn't I speak about her a while ago? She gave all her seeds up to the state. It was like, what are you doing? You just spitting these kids out. And then when the government says, you know what, it's not your body, it's not your choice. We have to step in and fix you, because these kids, you believe the children are our future, and they're growing up in messed up households. How do we invest in these kids to carry the torch to lead our country? Stormy, salute. Lead our country into the promised land, where they're growing up in messed up households. And shout out to Stormy, because he inspired this conversation. They're getting brought up in these messed up households. We're looking for the next scientists and the doctors and the lawyers, and they can't concentrate because you're twerking everywhere. And you're hoping you're hoping your son is the next LeBron James. There is the next LeBron James out there, but it might not be your son. He might not get that tall. He might not be as talented. Whatever skill he has, you got to hone it. Maybe he don't have no skill. Maybe you're raising an average boy. But he's a result of you laying and playing. You have no relationship with his dad. You understand? He knows your love, but what is love? What's normal to you? Listen, growing up, I dated a few single moms, and there was things that I've seen that turned me off. I'm like, yo, she talks to him like, and it's like I can't intervene. Y'all ever dated the chick that was a single mom that talked to her kids like they were grown, and they're like all of 8 or 10 years old? Just cursing them out. Mother effer, mother F this, what the F you doing? Nigga! Calling your little boy nigga? Whoa! Not my business. And it got to the point, the older I got, I said, you know what? Getting this chick into bed is not even worth it. It's not even worth it. Belle Biv DeVoe had it correct when he said never trust a big butt and smile. And the older I got, when I matured, I said, you know, this is not worth it. And I knew I was getting mature because when I started paying attention to how chicks moved, it didn't matter how they were built. And I grew up in the non-BBL era. Chicks were just like normal, like hips and ass. And when you came across that, you was like, I gotta. And then when you see how they're living, you're like, ooh, nope, I won't. Joe Townsend says they want their son to be the next LeBron James so they can be like LeBron's mom and sleep with their son's teammates. Do y'all remember that? And out of all the teammates LeBron's mom was slamming, she was slamming the dude with the mental disorder. Tragic stuff, man. Tragic stuff. So you're looking at these little boys and how they raised. How they raised. You know what the difference is with LeBron? He was a star athlete, so coaches and everything else, he had a lot of men around him, believe it or not. He had a lot of father figures around him. So shout out to LeBron. And I will say that more than likely his mom knew that he needed a father figure around him. So kudos to him. I've never seen LeBron get in any trouble outside of whatever. If he has, his household's kept under wraps. So salute to him. But the rest of these dudes, I just saw this dude. What's this kid's name? I just saw it on Instagram today, and it was disgusting because I'm listening to how he talks, and it said top 5 most moist moments. What's this kid's name? I didn't save it. Wait a minute. But I shared it with some people. Let me see. Dude is moist out of his mind. Oh, okay. What's his name? What's his name? Cat. Top 5 zestiest moments. I don't. Well, just listen. Just listen.
Let's just hear them singing. SEC. SEC. It's crazy because after all that, they took him off the court to put him even closer to the locker.
Because outside looking in, like, we was like, damn, it's total chaos in Minnesota right now. Like,
no, for sure.
It was movies is made of.
This is what movies
is made of. 4 months away, I come back, 2 free throws. Don't worry about it. I got that.
It's been 51 games since these Timberwolves
Listen to him.
fans have seen you and they missed you.
I missed out. Whoa.
Oh my God, no, Robert! Are you serious right now, big dog?
Better basketball ever.
Bro, listen. That kid, I don't even know who that kid. I don't watch ball like that no more. That kid leads the charge in the broken wrist. I'm watching his mannerisms, and he's like, "Oh my God!" Like, whoa, what's that? That's from, if he's not moist, that's from being around his mama all day long. There was nothing masculine about him at all. Yeah, y'all remember the food stamp queen? I did a show on her last year. She had like 40 kids, whatever the hell it was, and she taught her oldest how to get on public assistance. And he was on her social media. Yeah, that's right. I get all my food from public assistance, and his head was doing just like this. And he sounded like who? His mama. She's raising that boy. Now, what woman is going to want to deal with that? What does he bring to the table to your daughter, your niece? Hey, uncle. Hey, dad, I met this boy, and then you meet that kid, and his head doing like this. Yeah, so what do you do for a living? Well, I'm on public assistance, and I get all my free food, and da-da-da-da-da. Oh. All right, Mike, what up? Dude's on the Knicks. He said, check out his mom's heritage, and there's a lot of zest on that side. Wow. See? Okay, there it is. Where's his dad? Any news on his dad? Any word on, I mean, you know? Shaquille O'Neal said, Phil's my father. That wasn't his biological, because his biological didn't bother. But Phil was an Army dude, and he knew how to raise Shaq. Father figure. You understand? Yeah, he said instead of son husbands, he raised a sister. Oh, he's FBA? Well, hell if I know. But that kid's zesty as hell. That kid, I'm looking at him like, what the what? So that that welfare queen, all online. I wonder what she's up to now that the orange man is in the office. Because she looked of able body and mind. She can go to work. What's going to happen now? And what's going to happen with her son that she raised to do the same thing that she's doing? See what I mean? Chicken's coming home to roost. He's not capable of producing a child that'll be productive to society, because he come from a bloodline that's unproductive via his mom. See what I mean? These are the tragic results of loveless relations, because the last, I guess, TikTok or Instagram I saw that clown in, she was dancing saying, out looking for my 8th baby daddy. 8th or something like that. It was some like ungodly number. Okay, Mike. Okay. Eric Jordan in that super chat, he said Miguel is zesty daddy. And good Lord, that's nasty work, man. Listen, man. Miguel! Listen, it's disgusting out here in these streets, man. It's disgusting out here. It's disgusting. Ain't right? Hold on a second. It's a shame that a lot of those kids got the megaphone, because this is what we're fighting against. There's a lot of good kids that come from Shauna. What up? There's a lot of good kids that come from strong households, and I'm not saying all single parents. Sometimes you can be a single parent by way of something tragic. I'm talking about the parents that are like this by choice. The two idiots that knock it down. They're not talking about marriage. They're not talking about, building a generation. They're slamming. It's like, oh, I missed my period. Oh, well, okay, whatever. Oh, I'm gonna have a baby. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna take you to child support. Okay, whatever. I'm talking about that kind of dysfunction. It's not good. And this is what we deal with. And those kids are in school with your kids and your nieces and your nephews. And they grow up with a total different outlook on life. And dysfunction to us is normalized to them. And this is why society's ass backwards. Steph Brown, salute. This is what we deal with. It's brothers and sisters, it is tragic, and I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. So how do we fix it? Speak out on it. Gotta speak out on it. And I remember when everyone was talking about bring back shaming. I remember, now look, let me be very clear. And I need you to understand, to get the context of what I'm saying. You can be a hoe, male or female, you could be a hoe. But I'd rather you be a responsible one. And one of the things in being responsible is, if you're a hoe, do what hoes do. Just do what you want to do. But you cross the line when you procreate. You can't be a hoe and be a hoe and be a hoe and say, you know what? Yeah, I want to be a mother while I'm being a whore. What, the two don't make sense. Pick one. Because once you decide to be a mother, you got to stop what you're doing. And why would you decide to be a mother without having a man, phenomenal Mexican salute, without having a man by your side to help you do this thing? I've seen some strange meltdowns. Set up on Ring cameras. I've seen women shaking the baby carriage. Hey, will you shut up? And you know what they say when women lose their ish? Oh, she's suffering from postpartum depression. And then you say, well, what's her situation? She's a single mom. I see that. Benjamin, what up? Young Hollywood, what up? She's a single mom. Mm-hmm. Her choice, but go ahead. And she has the baby all day. Well, okay, that was her choice, but go ahead. Well, it's hard. Yeah, so was dude's penis when she wrote it 10 months ago. Babies do what they do. They cry when they're hungry. They that's how they communicate. She didn't read the manual. All this information we have, there's no excuse to be stupid. And why are y'all making excuses for her?
And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis?
She wasn't. Xavier, what up? Oh, chill, bro. I'm not making excuses for these ladies that decide to do this stuff. Because you know what happened? They get mad that it always happens. A couple of months go by and the babies grow fast. From the time they're infants to that first year, they grow fast. Then year 2, they're running around, tearing up your house, and you're tired. And so, Otis, what up? Some of y'all try to go to work. Y'all tired. And then you need a break. Oh, I need a break. Let me tell you something, man. You make babies, newsflash, ain't no breaks. All of that, yo, let me take it to my mama house or pop house if your pop-pop's around. Nah, they raised you. And somehow you decide to do what you wanted to do. Don't be sticking that baby on them. They love their kids they love their grandbabies for a little while. But you gotta come get this. We done raised you already. You made this choice. Take care of it. You don't need no breaks. Ain't no breaks. You know when you get a break? When they raised up and you boot them out the crib. So at minimum, that's a 21-year sentence. At minimum. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Cut the BS up, man. I swear to God. And that attitude spills over into the kids. You think the kids don't pick up on that? Why is mommy always aggravated? I don't want to talk to her. She's always screaming at me. Kids actually grow up, yo, does my mom or dad even like me? Or mom's always screaming at me, dad don't come around. And they have this chip on their shoulder. That's how kids go out in the street and they get embraced by gangs and everything else. These are the tragic results of loveless relations. You produce these damn kids and they go out in the street, you know, looking for love in all the wrong places. Now, I don't mean from a sexual nature. They're looking for that guidance. They don't like it. I mean, I'm telling you, kids don't like it when their parents tell them not to do something. They don't like it, but they like it. They don't know they like it, though. They listen to you, just like they'll go out in the street when you're not paying attention. They'll listen to some gang leader. They'll fall in line with him or her. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. These are the results. Pulled up some things. Why are children out of control? Stress, unmet needs, lack of appropriate coping mechanisms, poor communication skills, difficult family dynamics, developmental stages, inadequate parental guidance, environmental influences. I just said all of this. And even biological factors like temperament. Often these behaviors are a way for children to express frustration or communicate their needs when they don't have the tools to do so appropriately. When they say they don't have the tools, I just talked about this young man, a college student, that got so angry with a woman, he deleted her by way of a firearm. And I'll ask y'all again, in what universe does a woman say something to a man that's so horrible that he had to blast her? What the hell did she say? Y'all must have forgot. Salute. There's nothing a woman could say to me to say, yo, I'm going to get my firearm. I'm going to get my gun. What? Boy, if you don't sit down, I doubt that a young man raised by his daddy, goes that far. You gotta be kidding me. Idiot. Dummy. He deserves to be locked. Throw away the key. He should never come out. He deleted somebody. A woman at that. What? If I'd have heard he slapped her or mushed her, okay. I mean, that's still Waffles. What up? That's still stupid. If you're not defending yourself, cut it out. But I heard she said something. What's all this going on with my phone? And he did what he did. Exactly, Benjamin. Just leave. Just leave. Why are you there? This dude's is like different. The sassy boy apocalypse is upon us. I just played you. This kid's in the NBA, and he sound like a good kid, but he also sounds sassy as hell. And like I said, he might not be in the dudes. Well, not from what I've seen. I see that all over him, like, whoa. But he might be just like that because he's been around his mama all day and aunties. You said show the clip again? Now it was something I played. I played it. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up again. Here it is. Just listen to him. Listen to him.
Better basketball conference than SEC or the Big East.
SEC, what you mean? It's crazy because after all that, they took him off the court to put him even closer to the locker.
Because outside looking in, like, we was like, damn, it's total chaos in Minnesota right now. Like,
No, for sure.
it was movies is made of.
This is what movies
This is
are
what movies is made of.
4 months away, I come back 2 free throws. Don't worry about it. I got that.
It's been 51 games since these Timberwolves fans have seen you and they missed you.
I missed out. Whoa, what?
Oh my God, no, Robert! Are you serious right now, big dog?
Better basketball conference than SEC.
This dude, what's his name, y'all? What's that kid's name? Ron Rico, what up? What's this kid's name? You on the Knicks now? Cat, K-A-T, what's his name? I don't know this guy. I don't watch ball no more like that. The league get on my nerves. The league get on my nerves. I can't take the NBA. Everybody's over 6'7", running the point guard, and on a fast break, they're hoisting up threes. I've never seen nothing like that. I'm like, wait a minute. What the hell happened to the game? I can't. I just stopped watching. Karl Anthony Towns, that's him? Yeah, that's the acronym, CAT. Okay. Well, he's moist to be damned. He is moist to be damned. And now look, I don't know the kid. I've seen him before, like on TV, on highlights, whatever. But that was strange, bro. That was strange. That was strange. But there's kids growing up in the hood that behave like that, and they're around their mama all day. He comes from a 2-parent household. Okay, then he's probably just zesty. But I hear them at work. You should hear them, these kids on the bus, these boys going back and forth with girls. Going back and forth with girls, man. Oh, his mom died. Yeah. So, God bless him, man. I'll be on the bus. I'll be like looking in the mirror like, yo, this dude, they really like going hard. Oh, yo, no, girl, man. I'm like, yo, hold on. You know how we would do back in the day when I was in high school? When Shorty would try and roast? We call it snapping out here. They be like, oh, nigga, da-da-da-da-da. We look at them, be like, shut up, bitch. And that's the comeback. That's it. And she get a little froggy, be like, yo, don't come over here. Don't come too close to me. Like, you gonna put your hands on me, because, I don't let a dude put their hands on me. What makes you think you gonna put your hands on me? You said what you said. I said what I said. Go away. That's how we handle it. But these dudes literally go back and forth with these shorties. It's like, what are you doing? With your tight ass pants hanging underneath your ass, with multiple earrings up your ear. I got 2 earrings. These dudes have earrings all up the earlobe, and they got that one long one that only the girls are supposed to have that go between their ear, that long one. Yo, dudes aren't supposed to have that. All right. Okay, man. I believe the children are our future. Yeah, those dudes. All right. Okay. Open school night. All I see is women there. If they show up. My sister used to work for the board. I asked her how many parents. She said, first of all, it's rare that the parents even show up. And when they do show up, I'm like, how many men do you see? She was like, but they do have fathers groups in a lot of these schools. And I must say, when I've attended, we showed up in drones. I must say. But when you are surrounded by kids that are a result of poor decision making, you have a messed up future here. And I wish a lot of the dysfunction in the community in this country makes sense. Everyone's online. Listen to the music. Listen to the turn on the TV. You know, we got they call themselves Real Housewives of ATL and Vegas. Ain't no goddamn Real Housewife, man. Eric Jordan back in that Cash App. Salute to you, my brother. He says, the more you funk around, the more you find out. Amen. Amen. Love and hip hop, dysfunction has become normalized. And these kids are growing up idolizing ratchet behavior from millionaires. Listen, if your kids watch that stuff, you need to be tearing it down 100%. And you need to be talking so reckless about the people on those shows. You need to be talking so reckless about the people on those shows and talking reckless about the networks. Do y'all remember when I did that show about the show where these women were going to an island because they were cougars and they were looking to meet young men that were like 20 years their junior? Y'all remember when I did that show? And when they got to the island, surprise, surprise, they found out that it was their sons going to the island. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that show? So they're on the island and they say, oh, the young men are here. Great, let's meet them. And they walk in like, oh, he's gorgeous. He's gorgeous. Is that my son? Yup. So they done had some drinks. They had brunch and got affiliated and they high-fiving with their girlfriends. Yeah, man, we're going to get some young ones. And then the boat comes up and all the young men get off the boat and they're salivating and they say, wait a minute, that's Junior. What is he doing here? Yeah, the chick you were high-fiving is about to bang your son. That was a show, y'all. And I remember I told y'all, I did a review of the first episode and I told you I'm going to review every episode. You know why I stopped doing it? Because I couldn't get through it. I just stopped. After that, I said, I can't do this. This is disgusting. Because you know why? You know why? Now, if I missed it, bring me up to speed. But reverse the roles. Y'all know how I do. Reverse the roles. Imagine a show where these men that are in their 50s, right? 40s or 50s, talking about, I like young girls, man. You know, I stay in shape. You know, I take my Viagra or whatever. And I just like young women. You know, I'm not a perv. She has to be legal, of course. But, you know, I just like young ladies. and they're all on the island with their gray beards. Their gray beards, and oh man, yeah, hey, how you doing? Oh man, there's gonna be some young women here. Oh yeah, we're gonna tear this up, man. I got a whole stack of Viagra. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, here come the boat. Oh, she's hot. She's hot. Is that my princess?
Whoa!
That's right. One of these dudes you were sharing a drink with is gonna bang your daughter. Plot twist. That show would be canceled. There'd be women rolling in the street, calling for the heads of the producers and everything else. And I would say the same thing. I'd say, this is disgusting. Who the fuck put this on? But unless I'm missing something, that show never happened. The first show did, with the cougars wanting to bang these young boys, and it's each other's sons that show up. Who the F said that was okay? Who said that was okay? That's messed up, Rob, for real. That's sad. That's sad. You know what's sad? Well, I ain't got to tell you, brother. How many followers want to be around, but you know how it is, bro. You know how it is. We read too much. We know too much. But I brought up that show because it's things like that that's become normalized now. By today's standards, that's just a funny show. To me, it's sick. It is sick. It's sick. That was a sick show. Y'all understand that was a sick show? Was I the only person that complained about that? Did they re-up it? I don't know. That show was so disgusting. That's disgusting. I couldn't believe it. I said, wow, man. Tragic. All of those women, I want to know, those boys, where were their fathers? Did their fathers look at that show and say, yo, this is fucking disgusting? You know what was disgusting about that show? They had a game where they blindfolded them. First episode. And you had to feel the bodies to see which one you liked, whatever. And you know what? The black woman felt the body and she says, oh, no, this feels like my son. Time out. Okay. How do you know what your son's abs feel like in his chest? How do you know? How do you know? Listen, I can't tell you. Listen, the children are pretty much grown at this point. Last time I touched them literally, was when I changed the diaper. Outside of that, it's a hug. Hey, dad. Hey, baby girl. Hey, baby boy. Pat him on the head. I couldn't tell you what anything feels. I couldn't tell you. I'm blind. Like, what is? Oh God, that's. And she didn't say gross when the game started. They didn't say gross. Wait, I might be touching my kid. Gross. How about this? Remove my kid from this game when I play it. They didn't even do that. They got to the black chick. She felt his chest, his abs. Oh no, I can't do this. This feels like my son. I said, you know your son like that? Y'all remember that clip I played? That light-skinned chick? Kind of went viral a couple of years ago. But she said she had the threesome with the son and his mom. Y'all remember that? I'm not even gonna play that clip no more. It's disgusting. You remember that? I'm like, wait a minute, what'd she say? And dude was like, yo, wait, hold on. That's like his adopted mom? No. And she said, no, there was a biological mom. And he said, get over here and do what you do best. And she topped him. And she said it was downhill from there. And she participated in it. That woman was banging her son. Yeah. Tragic results of loveless relations. You know, developmental stages. Certain developmental stages like the terrible twos, the teenage years, can naturally bring increased emotional intensity and challenges with self-regulation. Unmet needs, stressful situations, poor coping skills, family dynamics, inconsistent parenting, overly permissive or overly strict discipline, parental conflict can contribute to behavioral issues, man. The list goes on and on and on. I need you guys to understand. Oh, yeah, Angel. Yeah. This is why we tell you, men, stay in your kid's life. If you make a mistake, you need to do everything in your power to be in that child's life. I don't care how much of an idiot she is. That's just something you got to deal with. Never stop fighting. No matter how much lies she tells or whatever, never, ever stop fighting. Because that child needs to know and save every piece of paper, every document. We have cell phones now. We can record everything. So when that child comes of age, you could debunk, if she turns out to be some sort of demon, you could debunk every lie. Documentation beats conversation. You could debunk all of it. Saying, no, Junior, see this. Look at this video. This is from 3 years ago. Remember this, and this. She prevented me. The system's not for us. We have to document stuff for ourselves. But you need to understand, if you was not in a long-term relationship with that woman, you wasn't married to that woman, and you produced a child, you reproduced with this woman, all right, there's a possibility that kid could grow up in this weird ass. My light just went out. And this weird ass oh shit. Hold on. God damn. Hold on. God damn. Oh, this is hot. Ooh. Shit overheated. Need to unplug for a second. Light just went out. This piece that I have, this extension, I think the plug, the plug is super hot. That's not cool. So yeah, I'll leave that unplugged for the time being. So we're in an era where we're seeing the results of kids being produced. No love. And all I can tell y'all is, if y'all have children, remain focused. Show them the difference between logic and illogical behavior. Don't hide this from them. Speak on it. And the things that are dysfunctional, you point out how stupid it is and put it on full blast and Let them know how disgusted you are. Like, yeah, you see this Real Housewives show? Look, let me tell you how stupid this is. She's a hoe, she's a hoe, she's a hoe. You see this dude over there? They're stupid for reproducing with these hoes. They're dumb. They're just dribbling the basketball and dunking the basketball. In every city, they got a different smut. And these women knew. And why they getting with them? To show you guys. Put it on Front Street. Don't accept the abnormal as normal. My seeds know. So you see this on TikTok? You see this here? You think this is not cool. She's a hoe. Chick goes to a dude that she says she liked, right? Dude was a high-earning man. Shorty says to him during the first date, I'm gonna need like $7,000 a month to function. And then wonder why she don't get no call back. Well, here's a question, Ma, you a prostitute? When did you think that was okay to say that? What you mean you need 7 racks to function? Why would you say that? Just get to the business. You need 7 racks to function? Okay, I got you 7 racks for 1 month, but here's what I'm gonna need from you. First of all, go get 2 of your friends. Second of all, I'm gonna give you a pet name. Third of all, I'm gonna do whatever I want to you sexually. And this has become an agreement now, because I'm no longer trying to wine and dine you, because you already put it out there. You're about your paper. All right, so I'm gonna treat you a certain way. You're about your paper. I'm gonna take my my business elsewhere and look for a wife. In the meantime, I'm gonna pay you for a service. When I need a sexual favor, I'll call you up. I got you 7 racks a month. But when I'm done with you, when I find someone I want to share, spend the rest of my life with, our business is done, because you already put a price on it. Exactly, $7,000 for high mileage coochie, because you ain't no virgin. You put a price on it, and there's some chicks thinking that is normal. You gotta be kidding me, stupid ass. Now, who the hell taught her that was okay to do? Did her father teach that? Did her mom teach that? Hey, look, man, probably. One of those chicks that blamed R. Kelly, one of those chicks sent her daughter to try to entice R. Kelly. Say, you need to be dressing more like a little girl. You know that man like little girls? Didn't I read it on the show? When that bitch got exposed for trying to pretty much auction off her daughter to R. Kelly. And this is what we're dealing with? I'll have none of it. But listen, it's Friday. It's fight week. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I just want to get this conversation in, and I can elaborate on it some more. The divorce rates, I picked that up. The divorce rate is up. It's not really. Men are running from marriage. The divorce rate amongst lesbians is up. Domestic violence with lesbians is up. So what I'm saying is it's not really a man thing. We really ain't got nothing to do with it, and for the most part, I've done some more digging. The men that are fathers, you already know they're involved. So this sassy man apocalypse that we're involved, that we're around right now, This is the direct result of single women procreating with dudes that ain't ish. Y'all know the stats already. I gave it 1 billion times. What I'm saying is, shame them, point the finger, strike the nerve. When they start going off and these little boys in their heads start doing all of this, be like, yo, your dad taught you that? And then watch their face. Fuck that dude. Oh, yeah? Yeah? Why? Where is he? Do you know him? Are you sure that's him? You think your mom is a liar? That's how you get them. I think your mom's a liar because that dude that she told you about, nope. You got a bunch of uncles on the block. That's what you got because no one's really sure. Ridiculous, man. Ridiculous stuff, man. But I ain't gonna hold y'all. It's fight week. Y'all go ahead and enjoy the Tank Davis fight if you're watching. Listen, go subscribe to my Patreon. I appreciate the support. For more unedited content, follow me on Patreon, Drew Titan, LLC. You're gonna get it raw and uncut because on here I gotta really watch my mouth, and there's just certain stories that I have to tell, and there's certain there's a lot of information I need to share, and I can't do it here because Miguel, you already know. So salute to y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with me this Friday. Go subscribe to the Patreon. It's raw and uncut over there. I got a lot of content that I have written out, and it comes from the heart. These are things that I've gone through in my life, and there's things that happened around me. It wasn't me directly, but it's happened around me, and it's like, whoa, that's an interesting life lesson, and I'm just gonna share it with y'all, man. So salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelda, Cash App, the Super Chat. Y'all take it gently, and I'll be back tomorrow, to discuss whatever happens in that event tomorrow. So salute to y'all, man. Peace.
The Painful Excellence Podcast.